This is a different kind of video for me, but I have something so cool that I have to share it. So this is, I'll just give a brief overview before I get started. This is Midjourney, which is an AI computer that generates images based on the words or prompt that you give it. And so I have it set up right now in two windows, one just kind of watching what's coming out at the end, and just an overview of what I've done with the AI so far, and then on this side, on the right side, how I'm creating these things, so you can go ahead and try it on your own. It's free to try, but you only get so many paintings or art creations before you need to pay. And I can bring you to I'm going to bring you to the drawing that actually, or the painting that actually made me pay the money. Alright. Wasn't scrolling. So this is about a day's, like an evening's worth of creation that I'm scrolling through. It was last night, just 4 hours maybe of creating. And so as I scroll this, it's a lot of Geiger art I was trying, and now we're getting into the parts where oh no, this is right around where I actually paid the money. So I was trying it out last night for the first time. I play Fortnite, so I play goated, so I wanted some goated things, and giving these prompts, just strange prompts, to see what it'll come up with. Really fun and cool. And right about here at this is the end of the world as predicted by the Bible, ultra realistic 8K octa render, blah blah blah. So I was adding these tags on the end to make it more detailed. I don't know if they're that necessary. I think it might give it I don't know, does it add more drama because you put a bunch of these tags on the end? And it's not even showing all of them. It says 8K octa render. I know there's more after that because the aspect ratio has to be in there. So in the Midjourney site where you can look at these, I don't know, I'm still learning it's the first night playing with this thing, but this one here was the one that I created, and I just had to keep going with it. And I'll show you what I mean by when I started making this one, I actually had to pay money to finish this, to render the end of it. So if you're looking to try it for free, be very, very careful as you use each one of your as you prompt. Each prompt you use you're using it up, and every time you upscale something or make another version of something, you're using another token, another of those free tokens. So this is these are just the ones I upscaled. So there's a bunch of other ones. I could try. Unfortunately, it's having trouble loading everything if you just turn everything on. So these are just the ones I uploaded, are upscaled. So it really, wasn't a lot of art creation before the free ran out, and you're either waiting or paying money to make more. And I did see a video on it made by someone where they said you should definitely pay for the $30 one. And I tend to agree with that. There's limitations on the $10 a month one, and then you can do pay after. Just pay for the 30, have unlimited, and just go to town. What I did when I did buy it, and it's kind of confusing to buy it because they run it through Discord. The bot works through Discord, but you need to pay and connect Discord to their website, to their Midjourney.com, and so you need to connect the Discords with the Midjourney. So you need a Discord account, a Midjourney account, connect the accounts, and then you can start getting into it. And if you have Discord or know about it, that's making it much easier. But this is around the spot where I paid the money, because this was the image that I just thought was so cool. And there's different versions of it. I'm throwing out different versions. I'm like, you can do so much with this. I mean, this looks so the end of the world as predicted by the Bible. I mean, a nuked out town with a cross. I mean, it's just sparking ashes, and that's and this is 2 minutes of work for this machine. Maybe 2 minutes. So this one was microscopic medical robots injected into our body to clean clogged arteries. And this was the first time I ran into the other issue. The other thing you need to be aware of is you can't talk or try to make it do gore or nudity or anything like that. So if you try to do, this is a completely like medical type of thing I would like to do, right? So I'm trying to make it inject. So I said the original prompt was microscopic medical robots injected into our blood, or the blood of a human, and clearing clogged arteries of the heart. And then add the rest of them, right? AR 16 by 9 is on there. It's -- AR space 16 by 9 makes this ratio. And then you can also do a quality up immediately, because if you've paid for unlimited, you might as well instantly boost to the second level of quality. So I said injected into our blood, and it said nope, we can't use the word blood. So and I'm noticing there's you can look at the metamorphosis of this this picture. So we can go back to the image and the parent image. I want to see the parent image. No, parent image. So I can go back through. So when this was the first thing that came up when I put that prompt in. That's really cool. You can go back to the history through the parent image of these images. So Midjourney.com, definitely be on that website as well, watching your channel. So the first thing you need to know about your Midjourney.com profile, right now I'm viewing it as a viewer, or not as the owner. So this is what people would see if they were following me. I mean, so you can go follow other people on this website. So and you can see the prompt here on the screen that I used for this. So I said style, Renaissance realism, content, hell, AR 9 by 16, so like a phone screensaver. And this AR 916 is I'm noticing is a very popular aspect ratio for this website. And I'm not showing other people's art at this point because I don't know if I can with YouTube, right? So that they created that art, I created this art. So I'm going to stay away from other people's art and just stick with what me and Midjourney have created, and it is the artist on this as well. And so there are parts of this feed, and I know it's starting just below here, and there are parts with this feed that where I jumped in on other people's pieces where they kind of left it behind, and I saw something really cool in it, right? And I clicked upscale that thing. So right here, we're looking at some of my images here. Upscale. And normally when you're doing this stuff, right, you're out in one of these public forums. And this is, I didn't know this. I'm glad I tried to Google a couple things about this Midjourney bot. I found the best way to talk to this bot is to direct message it. And that's where I'm at right now. Direct message your Midjourney bot. Because when you're out in the public, actually it's good to go hang out in the public forums, right? I'm going to click on the Midjourney forum right here and show other people's art for 2 seconds just to show you what it looks like. So we got some general, these are the general forums of the Midjourney. This is the newbie ones. So when you first come into these you go to these newcomer rooms, and these rooms are where you know, you start, and it's, if you've made too many, after you've made a certain amount, they kick you out of these rooms. So you probably will be able to hang out in there if you do not pay for it, because I actually had to pay for it before I got kicked out of the newbie room. So if you're want to try a free trial on this, you'll be in the newbie rooms, okay? And then you kind of move on into some of these other ones where you can chat with people, you can show off stuff, you can go into themes. So we have different themes: daily theme, abstract, environment, characters. And when you're in the themed ones, you have to use certain tags within the Midjourney creation. And if you don't use a tag, it will give you a list of the tags you need to use, and then you can create within there. You can't, and then yeah. Then all the generals, and this is where I was like, oh, I guess I have to hang out in these general forums, because you know, I didn't understand, like, and when you create something in here, all of a sudden other people are creating, and you're just scrolling through all of this stuff. It's a great way to learn, like, different things that maybe can help you out on making, you know, it's a great way to, like, investigate other people's stuff. So I encourage you to get into these general forums, check out what they're doing. But, if you want to get some work done and not be scrolling around other people's work, what you need to do is click direct message and then the Midjourney bot, and you just talk to the bot directly. And this is the same thing. Now I'm just showing just my own work because I'm direct messaging this bot. It's just going to show me my own work. And it's also going to show me the stuff that I will be doing multiple things at a time, and all this stuff will be creating all at the same time. And you just kind of get new ideas and just keep creating. So to get into it at first, this is an upscaled picture. So this was one that came up, and I had upscaled it all the way. I picked upscale. It creates a new image from it, and then you can, you know, if you didn't like what it did, you can try the beta upscale redo, so it goes back to that parent image and then recreates it. You can do a light upscale redo where it doesn't change too much. I don't know what that means. And then you can click all of these at once, make variations. It will just create a new one, a new 4-section picture straight from this. So this is what you get when you first give it a prompt, right? It's something that looks like this. This was actually created by clicking one that it already created. So let's go back to the original AI prompt. And you can see as the robot is going to take the Midjourney bot is going to take what you give it, and it's going to take some time. Some things take more and less. So this is the original AI prompt I gave here. And AI, this is just, I said, I want to see a quantum computer AI decides that humans are too big a risk and ends all sentient life on Earth. Excuse any of my spelling. I'm an awful speller. Also dyslexic. I'm going to run everything through my Google Docs here, over on the left here. I just need to spell check everything I do. And from that, it gave me this. Crap this back at me, right? And they're not that... They're okay. I mean, they're kind of cool. So when you're coming around the horn here, I can show you it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So I upscaled 1. I said give me different versions of 2. So V means give me different versions. That will create 4 versions of this picture. I upscaled 3, so I upscaled this. And I said give me different versions of this. And so you can see as I scroll down, that's what it came up with. And this is a different set of pictures that I'm working on at the same time, and I'm noticing this is really cool. Look, there's a face in this one. Oh my goodness. Anyways, this is the different versions. That's really cool. So this is the different versions of the quantum AI computer kills all people. Those are really cool. This one, this is an upscaled. I just, I said quantum AI, and look at it, comes up with this weird. It's kind of an AI in quantum, but it's not really, like a weird dude. Like, wow, it's just. And you can click and look at the pictures a little more. I do. It's just so unique. I gotta max that. So when you finally you decide, let's get into it right here. I don't know which one I want to do, which one I like the best. But they're all so crazy. This one looks like a bunch of a lottery ball. I need to upscale. I need to upscale the red dot for sure. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 and 4, I'm upscaling both of those. And I almost can already feel myself going all the way with those. So right now, I do like this guy. This is so weird where it actually picks up words and puts things down. It's crazy to me. So I'm going to upscale this and see what it comes with. Does it change the words? Does it keep the words? I'm going to upscale it and see what it does. I am in the Discord app for PC here, and then I have my Midjourney website open with Chrome. It's just a Chrome browser, and as I'm doing things, all I need to do is click refresh on my on the Midjourney, and it'll show me as things finish, as I finish things or we finish things down here. You can see it's still working. It's telling me 84 on this one, and on the dot, on the red light ones, it's got 83%, so it's still working on those. And it's cool to watch them they actually can change right as you watch. And I've actually watched them, grow things and remove things that I liked, and I'm like, oh, I want that back. But it's like I could see a version of this where it shows you like the next step, and you could say yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe. Like, oh, it's craziness. So those are getting really cool. I really like these. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I'm gonna go all the way to the max with both of them. I love them. And so I just created those, so they should be showing up I upscales. So this is just showing my upscales. So because I upscaled those, they should start to show up in the feed. Let's just go. Midjourney's getting clogged, it looks like. So let's look at some of the other ones that I'm working with here, and I can see over on the right. So these are style Renaissance, again, Renaissance realism, content hell, and we're doing 9:15 with the phone. And these are all upscaled. You can see they're just, I mean, these just blow my mind. Like, I feel like I'm looking at, like I'm in Italy, like an Italian or a museum, like looking at some art piece, but it's just some bullshit a robot made up. Like, And there's really, it looks like an ocean of people, but there's no there's no fresco, there's no horns. Like the closer you get, the less you get. But when at this point, like this far away, they look like fucking craziness. Like looks like a bunch of skulls floating in a lava ocean with a lady with a dress, or just nuts, to me. Okay, so I do have some. All right, so there goes the quantum computer dude. I need to get back to. I just saw one. I need to upscale. So I'm learning that I can, after I upscale, they show up in the feed here. So this one is nuts. So this face in with it, that's crazy. All of this looks like a beautiful, like Renaissance era picture of hell. And I know what it's gonna do. Like I know how it's gonna. This one I don't. Like I don't know how is it gonna pull the face more? Is it gonna pull kind of the hellish bodies? Up here, I feel like I know it's gonna make these like kind of people looking things and lava and flames, kind of lavy flames. I love it all. Okay, so I'm gonna upscale all of these and I'm gonna go versions. I like 1 and 3. 1 and 3 versions. So we're gonna go 4 more on 1 and 3. So versions 1 and 3, and then I'm gonna upscale all of these. But okay, so now I'm at my limit. There's a whole bunch going on. So I need to remember to come back and upscale this picture. I think I can do that. So let's go down and look at what we've done. Yeah, that's just creepy hell. Alright, the robot. I'm just not impressed with that. Doesn't look like a quantum computer to me. I just want to see what kind of different 50s robots it would come up with, which is kind of cool. I mean, I'm just not looking for that right now. I like the pattern. I mean, it's really, who knows? Maybe someday I'll come back to it. This one I like. I do like. I'm gonna go all the way with it. I just want to see what it's doing. Oh yeah, that's cool. It's the same one here. Yeah, so detailed. I got it. Okay, so we're starting to get up to those hell images that so I made a bunch of new ones off of that. I made that one detailed. I made so it gave me more face and less face. Wow, that is nuts to me. Just hell. I mean, like, I just sat here and created, right, like, I can sit, like, 24 hell Renaissance era paintings, like, just flash these, like, like it just, like, it's craziness to me. This craziness in like 30 seconds. This thing, just with the word hell and a style, comes up with this bonkersness. Hell. Like, what is this, like? ghostly. Skullish, bones, blood. You can't say that word, sorry. Oh, I was gonna say the other thing is the censorship. So you will learn certain things you can't say, and certain things that if you try to circumvent those things to try to say them in other ways, will get you in trouble. So they want to keep it gore free, right? They don't want it gory. This is, I think, art, like high art is what it is. This is like stuff you would see in museums, and that's why I think it's just fine. But this is the one I mean, that is, I'm going all the way with that. It's beautiful, and I'm going all the way with I saw the other two that's coming off of it, where it's kind of just, oh my goodness, oh yes, all the way to the max. Like, what is going on in the ceiling here, the hanging and the, oh yeah, that's just too much, dude. Okay, here's the AI ending all sentient life on Earth. There we go. It's working. So, just a glimpse of hell through Midjourney. And as, we're at 6, so as it's working here, 72%, 52%. So, as you can watch as Midjourney works its magic. Slowly thinking, turning. Oh, love the skulls. I hope it hears me. Love the skulls, Midjourney. Throw more of those. Oh, that's a beautiful one with the little skulls things here. Oh yeah, that's just nuts. I need, like how. Oh, it's craziness. Alright, let's go back. Alright, these are cool. Hell. There's something up here I was doing, right? Yeah, we got upscale 3. The original hasn't been upscaled. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, and then this original, all of these need upscaling. Those are alright. And so this is again Renaissance realism style, Renaissance realism content hell. And I'm gonna watch the original face one here get upscaled. This is again Renaissance era hell. And after that I'm gonna show you how to do the prompts. So here we go. So on the left is the feed of all the stuff that's been finishing as I work. And since I'm on a PC, I'm gonna do some widescreen stuff. I just want to highlight one more that I really like before I got into. So this was. No, I'm not gonna go there. But all right, let's stick with new stuff. So I think as I was scrolling, you could kind of see I have a soft spot for Geiger. Love Geiger art. So I want to go back to the Geiger art and find the perfect prompt that works. Okay, so let's look at one of these Geigers. This one's crazy. So style, Geiger, alien, art, airbrush, mural, and that gets you. Oh wait, and then you gotta go content, xenomorph. And a xenomorph is basically an alien created from another creature. So, xenomorph anything makes an alien style creature out of that. This is an alien humpback whale drowning in a dark ocean, in the style of Geiger. And I actually found, although this is all the way upscaled, I actually found, if you go back to the parent of this, let's go back to the parent, that they look a little more like an airbrush, a little more like Geiger than the fully upscaled one. So if you're doing this style, going all the way with the fully upscaled, I think actually makes it, watch. So when you go to the, oh, that one, see, this, like, it looks more airbrush the less you get. So with Geiger style, parent image on that. So this image starts to look a little more like paintbrushy, whereas this one here looks very airbrush. Very airbrush. So it's almost like the original looks more like Geiger than the more you update them, the more they look like paintbrush, like painted, which is cool, don't get me wrong, like that is a freaking cool painting, but you can kind of see the paintbrush strokes, which is not Geiger. So what are we on this one? Geiger style and there, xenomorph humpback whale. Let's go to the original one that Geiger alien art xenomorph humpback whale. No. There's one that yep, Geiger. So I love Geiger style, Geiger style, Geiger. Let's go to the original Geiger that I did. This is it. Xenomorph. This is Geiger style. Style, Geiger alien art airbrush mural. Context, xenomorph dolphin swimming in a dark scary sea. This shit is bonkers. I mean, this looks like shit out of a fucking museum. And then for some reason it randomly picks like frames or wooden tables that my photographs are sitting on, like a photo, like what? Like a photograph of the mural. Like, okay, so I'm gonna just start going slowly through these Geiger style. This is Geiger style, Geiger alien art airbrush mural contact xenomorph dolphin swimming in a dark scary sea. I'm still so floored. I feel like I'm paging through a Geiger book. And it's an effing robot making shit up in 20 seconds. Like, what? I mean, it makes 4 of these original OGs, like the parent image, 4 in like 2 minutes. And sometimes less. I mean, this stuff is crazy. Alright, so let's start creating some new stuff. I mean, it looks like, why does it put tables underneath? I don't know. I could sell that on eBay as a photo of a, just, oh my goodness. Alright, so I'm gonna close it. How do I close it? Oh, right here, good. And go back to the top. Let's start working. Let's see what she came up with this face. Upscale or OG face. It's right here. That is a cool. Those are nuts to me. Those 3 pictures. Alright, so let's start working on a new one. I'm actually going to take a pause, take a break after that intro, and come back with, once I start creating here, I'm going to get a plan and come back with some great stuff. Just pause out, just take a break, and come back with some real creation, some real ideas. Let's get it rocking. Alright, so let's take a break. I'm going to put a hard break here and start working through not only how to use it, but let's start looking at some crazy pictures.